We're touring this Pulte home, one-story new construction in the Tampa Bay area. We're actually in the neighborhood, a suburb called Land O'Lakes. Now, this home is pretty expensive. It's up there in price. It's around sitting around 580, and I'm kind of cautious to kind of quote you that price, but it is an expensive ass home for where it's at. Let's just keep it at that, right? A lot of it's going to depend on what kind of upgrades you put in there. And at the time that you're watching this video, because you might be watching this video in 6 months from now, and it's a possibility that the home of this price might have, or the price of this home might have increased 10, 15 grand. So much of that really can vary for those different factors, right? We are in this model home. This floor plan is about 2230 square feet heated. Got this beautiful kitchen. I don't know what's an upgrade, what's not, to be honest with you. But for the most part, Pulte Homes is pretty, they're well known for kind of keeping things simple, not putting too much bells and whistles. Some of the standard you might see in something like this is like the quartz countertops that you see in this kitchen. This one has a beautiful open space and a large kitchen island. This is pretty standard with this particular home. You got all those cabinets and that extra storage space right in that kitchen island. I took a quick peek in there because I wanted to see what that looked like there. And then you got a gas fireplace with, my apologies, not a gas fireplace. We got a gas cooktop with a double oven, microwave, and a stainless steel refrigerator. Along with the 2230 square feet, you get those 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. And then in this one in particular has an office space that you can actually convert or use as a bedroom if you really needed to. Or you could just keep it as an office space. If you work from home, that's going to be a great area. You're going to actually see that come in a little bit later towards the middle of this video. So you want to make sure you stick around, and you want to make sure you stick around for the end of the video because I'm going to show you the backyard in the screen area because that's an absolute stunner, especially if that's something that's super important to you. And as I go through the video, you're going to actually see me walking through the corners of each particular room because I really want you to grasp the space here. And if you notice that big ass couch, I love that couch. I couldn't fit that thing in my living room, but for this particular floor plan, I thought it worked great. So if you're a person that likes to have people over and you want to have plenty of seating space, this particular floor plan might work well, especially if you get a couch like that. Over to the right, you got the owner's bedroom, the master suite. Those are about 9.5 feet from top to bottom. So it's a pretty tall ceiling, a lot of space. You do see a lot of natural daylight coming in there. And wait till I get into that master bedroom. You're gonna check out that shower. It's absolutely amazing. If you guys don't know anything about Land O'Lakes, it's a very, very, I'm sure you got little things that happen here and there, like people stealing stuff out of your car, all those good things, but that's very minimal. That's probably as much as you can expect. The crime rate here is very low. The school zone here is very excellent. And let's just be quiet so that you can stare at this shower. Check out the shower head on the very top. You got all those subway tiles, the tiling there. And then I love the glass there that's sticking through the shower area where you can see the double vanity sink. And the closet here is absolutely spacious. So if closet's important to you, this is going to be awesome. And I honestly would probably even build like a walk-in cabinet, like a walk-in closet or an organizer. That I think that would work perfectly for that. But going back to this community, it's called Whispering Pines. Beautiful community. They're still building in here. That they're actually the only builder that's in this community, but it's absolutely safe. Oakstone Elementary is about 5 minutes from here, and that's considered an A-Ray elementary school. And the high school and the middle schools are probably about a 15-minute drive from here. So you have a lot of stuff going on for this particular town. You got a lot of stores. Grocery stores is about a 7-minute drive, and you can access Tampa pretty quickly within 20 minutes. Now, this is about a 580 price tag, a 580K price tag for this particular home in this community. If you wanted something that's a little bit more affordable, a little bit cheaper because it's just a little too expensive for you, then what I would probably do is I would encourage you to look a little further north from here. I would probably travel about 45 minutes to an hour north of Tampa. And what you're going to find out is that those areas are starting to become established as well, but you'll find a little bit more affordability in those areas. So that's something to try to kind of keep an eye on. The property taxes here tend to get a little bit lower in the amount that you're paying the further north or the further away you are from the city. So if you are in a different state and you're watching this, I get a lot of clients from New York, Connecticut, New Jersey, a lot of places where they're paying high property taxes. And it's probably not as expensive as this one. But what you can take into consideration too is that the values of the homes have gone higher because there's a lot of people moving into Florida. And so the property tax value is going to follow that, right? But if you want to kind of get a general idea of what that looks like, so you can kind of compare apples to apples, just hit me up, put a comment below, let me know what you're looking for, what information is important to you. And I'll be more than happy to pass that information. I might, have a few questions just so that I can get you the right information. But just comment below. Tell me what you love about the property, what things are important to you so I can get that over. All right. Now, another thing you guys probably don't know, or maybe you do know, in Florida, if you've been here before, you might know that we don't pay state income taxes here. So that's another huge savings, right? And listen, guys, I'm not here to sell you Florida. I'd love to help, obviously, but Florida's not for everybody, right? It does get warm here. The heat is not for everybody. It does cool down probably about 4 to 5 times out of the month, like 4 different months of the year. So it's not going to be it for everybody. You might miss your roots at home, right? So, but if you're somebody that is absolutely sure that this is the move that you want to make, then make sure that you check this out, because this is a beautiful house in a beautiful neighborhood and it's absolutely safe. These are things that we all want to talk about and we don't have that information, and that's why I'm sharing it with you guys. Now, going through this home, you can expect that you can either put 20% down if you like. So if you're selling a house in a different state and you're looking for a home kind of like this where you're wanting to buy new construction, a lot of times, a lot of builders, what they'll do is they'll let you lock down the price of this home by you putting a contract, and it'll be contingent upon the home that you're selling wherever you're selling from, especially if you're looking to get the proceeds from your home and you want to use those proceeds for this particular property just to keep those payments down and also to maybe avoid paying the mortgage insurance, right? So those are things that you can also discuss with me when you do have questions. A lot of my clients that I've helped here in the whole Tampa Bay area, when they're relocating, they're either selling a property and having to finish selling the home first before they can move into their next home they're in Florida. And that's absolutely normal. And if you are in a different state, I do have a lot of real estate partners that are in those states that make things a little bit smoother because there's more clear communication. So guys, I appreciate you guys watching this. Make sure you look at the other videos that are going to pop up at the screen once this video is done. And don't forget to hit that like button. Appreciate you guys.